So you've decided to go electric. That's awesome. But as more and more of us are making the switch here in Australia, there's a big question that follows you right into your driveway. How are you going to charge this thing? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down absolutely everything you need to know about getting a home EV charger. Let's dive in. Right, picture this. You pull into your driveway in your brand new EV. It's whisper quiet, it's super quick, and then it hits you. That little question mark. How do I keep this battery topped up? That's the moment right there when real EV ownership really begins. Look, sure, you can use that little portable charger that came with the car. You just plug it into a normal wall socket, but you're going to be waiting a while. We're talking 24, maybe even 36 hours for a full charge. That's only adding about 10 to 15 kilometers of range every single hour. It is painfully slow. A dedicated home charger, though, that's a total game changer. It basically turns your garage into your own private petrol station. You get a full charge overnight, easy, adding 40 to 50 Ks of range an hour. The difference is, well, it's night and day. To make this all super simple, we've broken it down into 5 clear steps. We'll cover why you really want one, how to pick the right tech, the safety rules you absolutely cannot ignore, what it's all going to cost, and finally, how to make that investment work smarter for you. So, first things first, why even bother with a dedicated charger? Well, it really boils down to 3 big things: convenience, cost, and control. This right here is the #1 reason for most people. Just imagine it. You never have to think about finding a public charger ever again. No more waiting around, no more stressing about whether you have enough juice for your daily commute. You just unplug in the morning and leave the house with a full tank every single day. It completely transforms the whole experience of owning an EV. Okay, now let's talk about the money, because this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at these numbers. To drive a petrol car for 100 kilometers, you're spending between $15 and $25. To cover that same distance charging at home, $4 to $8. And get this, if you charge during off-peak hours, that can drop to as low as $2. Those savings add up so fast. Okay, so if you're convinced, the next logical question is, what are you actually buying? Let's decode some of the tech talk so you can make the absolute best choice for your home and your new car. This table just lays it out perfectly. Level 1, that's the slow trickle charge from your regular wall socket. It gives you, maybe 10, 15 kilometers of range an hour? It's fine in a pinch, for an emergency, but you can't live with it every day. Level 2 is your dedicated home charger. It pushes out over 3 times the power, adding 40 to 50 kilometers of range an hour. This is the standard for a very good reason. It's fast, it's efficient, and it means your car is always ready to go when you are. And you really don't need to worry about buying the wrong thing. Australia has made it simple by adopting the Type 2 connector as the official standard for this kind of charging. That means any charger you buy with this plug will work with any EV sold in the country. It's universal, which makes your investment totally future-proof. All right, your next big choice is between a basic charger and a smart one. A basic unit is simple. It does the job, it's reliable, no fuss. But a smart charger, that's where the magic happens. It connects to your Wi-Fi and unlocks all these incredible features. You can schedule your charging for those super cheap off-peak hours. You can track exactly how much energy you're using. And this is the best part. You can link it to your solar panels and charge your car for free. Okay, I need you to listen up for this next part because it is so important. We are talking about a high-power electrical appliance that's connected to your house and your very expensive car. So let's talk about getting it installed correctly, safely, and legally. Let me be crystal clear. Do not, I repeat, do not try to install this yourself. It is illegal in Australia for a very good reason. You're dealing with a dedicated, high-voltage circuit. If you get it wrong, you risk fire, you risk frying your car's electronics, and you could completely void your home insurance. This is a job for a professional, full stop. And when you hire that pro, here's your non-negotiable checklist. Number 1, they have to be a licensed electrician. The work must comply with Australian wiring rules. That's a big one. The charger itself needs to have a regulatory compliance mark, that's the little RCM tick, showing it's approved for use here. And finally, when the job is done, they must give you a certificate of electrical safety. Don't let them leave without it. Now, the whole process sounds way more complicated than it is. It's actually pretty straightforward. An electrician comes out, they check your switchboard and where you park, and they give you a quote. Once you pick your charger, they handle all the wiring and installation. Then they test everything to make sure it's safe and hand over that super important certificate. Easy. All right, now for the question that's probably been on your mind this whole time. What's this all going to cost me? Let's break down the numbers and the good news about government rebates that can really help you out. So, first up, the charger itself. A good quality level 2 charger, that's the 7.4 kilowatt one, is typically going to set you back somewhere between $1,200 and $3,500 here in Australia. Now, that price range depends on the brand and whether you go for all those cool smart features we were talking about. On top of that, you've got the installation cost. You should expect to pay a licensed Sparkies somewhere between $800 and $2,000. The reason for that big range is it really depends on how tricky the job is, like how far your garage is from your switchboard and if it needs any upgrades. But here is the really good news. A bunch of state governments are offering some pretty generous rebates to help bring that total cost way down. As you can see, if you're eligible in New South Wales or Queensland, you could get up to $3,000 back. And in Victoria, it's up to $1,400. These incentives can make a massive difference to your upfront cost. Okay, last section. Once it's all installed and ready to go, how do you get the most bang for your buck? This is all about making smart choices to maximize both your savings and your convenience for years to come. This is where having a smart charger really pays off. You can set it up to only use the excess power from your solar panels, which means you're literally driving on sunshine for free. Or you can switch to a time-of-use electricity plan and schedule all your charging for those super cheap overnight hours. And here's a pro tip. Try to choose an OCPP-compliant charger. That's a bit of jargon, but it just means it uses an open standard, which gives you way more freedom to choose different software and energy companies in the future. And don't forget to think about the long game. As more and more Aussies go electric, having a home with a charger already installed is going to be a huge selling point. It's not just a gadget, it's a genuine home improvement that tells buyers your property is ready for the future. So, there you have it. A home charger is so much more than just a convenience. It's really the key that unlocks all the financial and practical perks of owning an EV. It puts you in the driver's seat, it saves you a ton of money, and it sets your home up for the future. So the only question left to ask is your home ready?